Hi, submarine friends. Well, it turns out that I was wrong about how well this aluminum would work as a sacrificial anode. Somebody pointed out the problems with this, and upon further investigation, magnesium is definitely the way to go. That's what's in everybody's hot water tank. It just screws in the top. And they're not as expensive as I thought they were. For some reason, I thought magnesium anodes were super expensive, but they're actually really cheap. So I'll just order a bunch of those and I'll bolt them all over the submarine wherever there's a chance for something to rust. So that's settled. So what I was working on today is my electrical panel. Now, it's a pretty dirty piece of aluminum right now, but it will get a sand and polish. So this is it. So it goes right here and it covers up this linkage for the steering. So only the steering arm is showing, and that's what this notch right here is for. So battery selector switch, so I can isolate the engine battery from the battery for underwater propulsion. This guy right here, this is a pressure regulator, and that's for the air supply to the air seat, my elevator seat I call it. This right here, I just got this. This is an alarm buzzer for that goes on the water level switch that I bought. And I just tested this. Oh, it's loud. It's really, really loud. But it needs to overcome engine noise, and it needs to be loud enough so that if I'm on the deck, I need to be able to hear this. So really loud is good. And then my engine gauges, water temperature, oil, and voltage. And this gauge right here, this is an air pressure gauge to tell me how much air is in my air holding tank in the aft ballast tank. And it's just a bunch of switches that I threw in. I don't know what each one is going to do yet. And I just realized my diesel fuel gauge needs to go in yet. I completely forgot about that because I haven't installed the sending unit into the tank yet. So I imagine that'll go right here. I have to be careful because the steering linkage runs right across here behind this panel. So I don't want it to interfere with any of this, so it runs right there. So that's pretty straightforward. The way that I do this is I put junction boxes on the back side of this panel. So if I need to work on anything electrical, this whole panel removes, sits on my lap like this, so that all the wires coming in are long enough so I can just sit in my seat. I can work on this, test it, analyze the problem, whatever. Junctions, everything is right here. The fuses, everything. The big breaker for the initial power coming in, it's all mounted to the back side of this panel. It just makes it so nice because it's very confined in here, and you don't want to be, upside down trying to figure and work and do, and so this is just better. So just a extra wire looped so that this can come off the wall and sit on my lap. It's that easy. Even the airline, I'll probably put a quick connect on this airline going to the seat so that I don't have to dick around on doing that. We'll see. I'm actually not really fond of that idea. I think I'd rather just undo the hose or just have a long enough hose looped in here so I can lay it on my lap. I'm pretty happy with this. It needs a sand and a polish job because this is just a scrap piece of aluminum. I'm trying to use things that I have. I don't want to buy too much stuff. I mean, I can, but I prefer to just use up all this stuff that I've accumulated over the last 20 years of building submarines. So like all these switches I just have, the gauges I bought, this I had, this regulator I had. So I have most of the stuff. That's nice. Anyways, that's it for today. Ciao.